So the main problem is I'm using this function called segment lungs.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
So
Ethan.
in segment lungs, what's happening is it's using this package called simple ITK. I've never used it before.
Mm-hmm.
And I was I guess I was segmenting files, but I ran into like an error. I can find where the error was. Yeah, I ran into too many files open, and I'm confused because I don't know if I didn't think that this keeps track of a handle. I didn't think that there was a handle when you're opening this kind of file, because it seems like you just read it. And I was looking into whether this package has a like close function, and I couldn't find one to close the file because I write the image,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought that's when it closes the handle to the file opening here, image path. And I'm kind of hoping that I'm testing it again to see whether it shows up. So I have my external hard drive connected right now, and I'm generating segmentations for all these files, and I'm testing it on one patient file. But the featurization works because what I do is I have a for loop that is going through each image, and it's finding the maximum area, which ends up being like halfway through the image anyway. So that like makes sense. I think for the when I tried it the first time, it identified the maximum at like 160, and it's 260 in total. So it was about midway. And what we need to do is we just need to calculate features for right. It's going to be for the middle 5. So I can just hard code that in right now. Right. So I think that's pretty easy for us to do, and I don't seem that we need to have more than that.
I'm just hoping that dense nets work out.
Yeah, I'm completely I did not know that Keras did that, and I'm mad at myself that I didn't know that, because I'm supposed to know things in AI.
So,
I literally went through like so many papers, like what the hell people are using if they want to do something like this.
I thought DenseNet was older though, isn't it? I mean, aren't there newer methods? I thought that DenseNet was pretty like
No,
it
it's
was
like 3 years old.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I thought that ResNet was the improved version of DenseNet, or
ResNet is an improved version of CNN.
oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, and DenseNet is kind of like a dense RNN, basically, kind of thing.
Okay, so
It's unique, and it's like DenseNet have like multiple versions. It has 121, 201, 164. Like as per usage, you could take one. Hey, Alicia.
oh, that's why you mentioned we use a different version of Density, because we're working with sequences rather than the images. So I thought we were using the CNN variant. All right, I'll have to change that for the paper.
Yeah.
You could see that.
Yeah, so thanks for adding these functions, Alicia and Sadvik. I appreciate it. I don't think this XGBoost is a package. I couldn't find it from a quick Google search, so I've been using this kind of XGBoost. Or am I completely wrong? I don't even have it using. I'm even using it. Yeah, it's not even defined anywhere. So we should probably add that in one of the functions. I know we're doing add a boost, but XGBoost is also. Oh, actually, it's right here. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, I don't. Where does this come from then? Is it like that?
I'm hungry. Let me get some chips with machine learning.
I think that's it. Sorry, we're trying to figure out to get this all to work. So yeah, that's how it works. Cool. Oh, lagged. Yeah, so hi everybody. My name is Ethan Moyer. This is what, week 9? Cool. Of Drexel's fall term. It is November 17th, 2021. We are working on our radiogenomics project for this term. The deadline, I'm still keeping it at the 10th. I'm not going to move that because that'll likely 10th, yeah, the Friday. That'll likely motivate me to actually work on this more. So as for the paper, I mean, I'm pretty happy with the progress we're making. It's kind of like a snail race, slow and steady. That should be the majority of the focus now that we have everything kind of done in the code. I'm just doing some tests to make sure that this actually works. And I'm running it on one patient file. And I might even just do the segmentation ahead of time, just so when I run it, right? When I run it, it just works fine. And I think I messed something up here.
Satvik, you were mentioning DenseNet 201. Is that the same DenseNet they used in the papers? Because in the paper, I think they used the CNN versions, but.
Oh,
Sorry. Are you showing? No. Yeah.
I think yeah, the paper you sent me was the CNN variant of it.
Which we
So-
don't need.
you might want to change that.
Yeah.
We definitely need to change, but I'm just saying, are the results of the CNN gonna end up being the same as the results if you use the RNN variant?
I hope so.
I mean, I
We'll
guess
get to know.
when you extract these interpretable features, it might be either easier to train or I don't know, less
We'll
computation.
get to know.
Yeah, because if we were doing something CNN based, we want to it would be very computationally expensive. So we'll probably have to. It'd be nice to evaluate how much less compute power we're using, but how much compute power, how efficient it is on the compute side versus how accurate it is, because there's obviously a trade-off, right? And it'd be nice to evaluate that trade-off. Does that make sense? Yeah, I don't know how you do that, but it'd be nice to. Yeah, the update for me is actually segmenting these files. And what I did here is I have 2 for loops, pretty easy. I'm finding the maximum surface area and the position of that. And then I'm just calculating the features for the 5 images centered at that maximum. And the one we're maximizing is a feature, is the surface area. And then I can append that to a dictionary, and then I can create a data frame of features. And the results here will be results that we append together with the RNA-seq data, the imaging data, and the clinical data.
So in terms of describing how we do the pre-processing for image and radiogenomics, I'm not super familiar with that. So like, is there, can like someone add that to the paper, or like maybe?
Yeah, so
maybe just like comment your code so I can add it.
Yeah, all I did for the RNA-seq data is.
Yeah, let me just add it right now. Just tell me.
Yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm replacing all NA values with 0. I'm dropping the invariant features, and then I'm applying a mean normalization across each column. So across each sample, apply a mean actually, the normalization is across the rows. So each feature, I'm normalizing each feature. That's just kind of And we could, if we didn't want to deal with 19,000 features, we could select the like top 500 most variable rows, because the ones that have the most variance are likely to carry the most amount of information. So you could add that in there. So I'll actually add that. Select top 5,500, or let's do 100. Top.
Ethan, would you have like any like image segmentation, like which we could put it up on our paper?
Yeah,
Do you
I
have-
haven't. I just need to actually do that. But it's really easy for me to generate a plot. All I do, I actually removed the code that did that, but it was right here, and I can actually, if you go into the I recently cleared my cache, which kind of is annoying because I've been using that more. It's really easy. What is this? Okay. The code is still in the repository. I deleted it on my local, but it's still the remote.
Could you also add Satvik as a collaborator so you can push commits?
And has he not been able to?
He told me you tried. You told me you tried to do.
No, I can't.
Oh, why didn't you tell me?
Guess that Ethan has to add you.
Yeah, why didn't you tell me?
I forgot. I started working on the paper. I was like,
Oh, good. That's so yeah, all you need to do to actually show an image is this. You just read the image path, the pixel array, and then you apply the segmentation, and then you just show it, and matplotlib will take care of it.
Yeah, we'll definitely need those matplotlib renders in the paper. Just admitting
Yeah.
that'd be there. It's very important. What was the second thing you did for the radiogenomic data? You dropped the
I dropped the invariant features,
variant features.
so the ones where the variance was 0.
And for the imaging data, you mostly, I think, you did a lot of, there's a lot of like different functions, but they're mainly based on like the edges and lines. Would that be correct?
Well,
There's like shape-based features, 2D and 3D in the first order.
I don't think I did this right. I gotta do that. Like, what's your GitHub?
GitHub, 1 sec.
The question was Pi Radio. So this is the reference I used. It's a package called Pi Radiomics. Right here.
Oh, Sophic put his GitHub in
Yeah.
the chat.
Yeah, in the chat.
And the features can be segmented down into first order, shape-based. There are 2D, 3D, there's some co-occurrence matrices. And I don't know if we have to do a survey of all of them, but we can just say the top level of what we used. I'll put this in the chat. I'll have to add people. That's silly. Cool. And if anybody else wants, what, Alicia, you were able to, oh, you created a fork, didn't you?
Yeah, I forked it.
Yeah, that's why. Alicia knows what she's doing. Safik, I thought you didn't you fork it? And you weren't able
It's fork it. No,
Yeah, you did. And you didn't create a PR.
I did fork it, but I wasn't able to add it. It's
Oh,
weird.
you should be able to create a PR. You just create a pull request into the main this one right here.
I'll see now.
Yeah. Yeah, so what do we have here? Who has any questions? about this stuff. I need to run this on my computer, and I'm gonna try not to fry my laptop.
Yeah, I guess running Zoom at the, yeah.
No, I mean with the segmentation.
How much segmentation is left?
Well, considering it's about 200 files for this number of patients. I think there's like what, 60 patients here.
We should like make a
130.
club machine learning workstation computer.
Yeah,
That's like so expensive.
Well, I was trying to, because, okay, so Alicia, the idea is like, you know how we have HPC at our lab?
Mhm.
It's cool if we had something like that for Drexel AI that you could just
Yeah.
escalate into, but I don't see that happening, you know.
that would be so much cooler.
Yeah,
Get funding for that first.
I mean, we do have funding, but I can only spend it on so much stuff, and apparently I can't spend it on things that I wasn't already like. I can spend it on food, right? But I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
It's so difficult to organize events right now. I don't want to bother with that, and it's just so
It
annoying.
is.
And I don't want to bother. And the term's over soon. Well, maybe winter term.
Yeah, it would be fun. What are we doing winter term?
I don't know. Figure it out.
Mm,
I'll likely come up
Maybe
with something. I don't know.
ask something to Dr. Kim.
Yeah, I usually come
His
up
new-
with ideas, and I can talk to Dr.
Yeah.
Kim.
Like his neuromorphic things are pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, that's all for me. It's really just now a waiting game because I'm running the pipeline finally, and I'll force myself to try to fix any bugs that come up now and again.
Mhm.
All right, Satvik, I just fixed the DenseNet version. It's around 201 now.
Perfect.
Let me just update the paper now.
And maybe, so
I
we
have
have
so much. Oh,
we have introduction, right? It's broken down into non-small cell lung cancer radiogenomics models. And we've talked about DenseNet and a little bit of a, didn't you do a survey on radiogenomics, or did you the survey on something else, Satvik?
I added a little bit in everything.
No, I mean for your, what was your review on? You recently were working on a review.
Oh.
for medical imaging.
Yeah, it was medical imaging. It would be in the ethics.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then,
I added some stuff there.
cool. I guess if we're focused on DenseNet, is there any kind of, because that's like a state-of-the-art model, maybe we should focus on that in related work, and then maybe some references
I'm
for,
not saying like we should add it like ASAP because I don't know how it's gonna work,
okay,
right? So if like we get an accuracy of 30% or 40%, that's not really worth it putting it up.
yeah, I know what you mean, but we got to figure out what we're gonna populate this section with anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was gonna ask. I would say we pretty much should write like, are we trying to write what's already been done with DenseNet, with like DenseNet, like the RNN version of it?
Write
Or
the
is
math
this
about it. That's
the-
pretty popular.
the math about it?
Yeah. Like I've seen people like coding the equations and stuff about DenseNet and like all of the neural nets, even though it's redundant, but I don't know.
I guess Safik's trying to say that you look cooler when you have math in your paper.
Yeah,
I mean, that's,
basically.
it's not super hard to add in, but we just need to, yeah. By like equations, do you mean like the gradient descent equation, or just how it, like what?
There is like, wait,
Just like all the math involved in creating that model, like it's based off of convolutional neural networks. So like there's like math behind that, like the convolutional layers and stuff. You can find like, they're all online. You can just find those equations.
I mean, yeah,
There's something-
there's like matrix like math with the dense layers being connected. And
Jesus Christ, there's a lot of stuff to this, huh? Yeah, ResNet is used more than DenseNet, but I guess it's for a different problem.
Yeah. ResNet is more like CNN.
Yeah,
ResNet is used for autonomous driving and stuff. It's pretty popular.
yeah, cool. See, I'm gonna pay close attention to this within the next week. I think next week is what, Thanksgiving, so we won't meet. We'll likely meet in
We won't?
No, everyone's gonna be home. And for
You are
Thanksgiving, that's like
already
the day
home.
before.
night
People
before
are cooking.
Thanksgiving Eve.
So we'll probably
Right.
have to meet like Friday instead or Wednesday instead or something like that.
Ethan's face.
Oh, see, see what happened. Too many files are open. See, I wasn't joking. It stops after
A
200.
memory.
It stops after 256. I'm pretty sure it stops after like. I don't know how to fix that.
Wait,
210 files. It stops after 210 files. If I try opening another file, so it's not closing the file somewhere. I don't know why.
wait a second.
So is that like a memory issue or what do you think?
No, it's not a memory issue because I have plenty of memory, I think. But it shouldn't accumulate memory the more files you open, right?
What does it exactly say?
Too many files open, so it's not memory.
Too-
And like if you look here, it's in line 8 of this function. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's when you read in the image. Or actually, it's in mask apply. So it's in this one. It's when you do mask apply.
Maybe look at this.
So maybe is what's that?
It's like something I found over Stack Overflow.
I mean, yeah, I've definitely Googled this already.
Okay, you did?
Yeah, you can use ulimit to increase the number of files you support. Yeah, max 256, but I don't want to increase it on my machine. I'd rather just close a file after it uses it. It looks like lung mask doesn't close files. And I don't know why. It uses multi-processing. Util spawn. It creates a pipe. So that doesn't fail.
How did you use the lung mask code before? Like how many files did you use?
Well, it stopped after about 200.
Oh,
Yeah. And I was trying to figure out what's going on. So I can open up like that, but like,
Can we run on 200? I just want to see if the model is working or not.
I mean, I can't
Can we-
run off of 200 because I can't run off of 200 because this is for one patient. It's one.
Oh, okay.
Segment one patient and find the max. And I have to segment each file to find the one with the highest surface area.
Mhm.
I mean, I could just keep restarting it until I segment all the files, but that's kind of annoying. And I don't know what's causing there to be too many files open. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what happens when you do machine learning on MacBook.
No, I'm pretty sure it's not a MacBook problem. I'm pretty
I
sure.
think it is.
No, how would it be?
I don't know.
I feel like it's a resource problem, but that might not be.
It says it's an
That's
OS
my-
error.
Yeah, it's my intuition, but we don't know.
All right.
I don't know. It's weird. I just hope DenseNet works out for this project.
And I'm assuming that's like our main deep learning model we're using, like what we read about in the papers, right? Because we're probably not going to use the other ML models.
We can always evaluate that. We can compare.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
I will figure this out. Cool. No, I appreciate all the help with the paper, guys, because I've been busy with work in my lab and everything. And it would be nice if I could just click go and it would work, but apparently there's something in the way. If anybody has an idea what's happening, like let me know. I might ask Asamo because he seems to have answers for everything.
Yeah, I've never had that error before. Too many files open.
I'm gonna message him. Cool. Yeah, this meeting doesn't have to be overly long. I just want to give an update and make sure everyone's on the same page about the work that's still on that we still have to do for the paper, but we're making good headway. Oops. Cool. Anything else? All right. Well, I will keep you guys updated in the chat. Also, Safek, you're really guilty of messaging me about the project to my DM. It's just better if we just all talk in the one place.
I did text you.
Yeah, you message me individually, and whenever you do that, I always just wish it was in one place so everyone could like talk about it.
Wait. Where is it?
You talked about Denson. I was like, well, we should. Oh, we have a question.
Oh,
Are we
okay.
going to mention or explain the features being used? Well, Alex, at what level should we explain the features for the imaging? What do you think? Or Suffolk, what do you think?
Well,
Oh, we just give a reason. Don't we first need to reprocess the features and then we do correlations on them. That's kind of
we
like,
could give like a table feature
Yeah,
segmentation.
able to explain the type of features that come with each category.
Just put up a like these are the features we segmented
You know,
using.
I'm sure this package
It's
is a citation, right? We could just cite the paper that produced this
Yeah.
package.
it's a unit, right?
The
The package.
segmentation is, but the features are just math.
Yeah, but like we could just say that segmentation was done using a unit and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
We don't have to worry about like features exactly.
Yeah.
We could briefly say that these were the features.
And yeah, we use this package.
Yeah, we have to cite the package, I think.
That's fine. Extra citation for us. Makes our paper look better. Cool. All right.
But this is coming out really cool.
Yeah, it's not terrible. I got the too many files again. Oh my goodness.
Okay, I've never seen, okay, I'm not sure if Brandon and Mihir are working on the project.
I would reach out and ask.
Yeah.
I will have to bang my head against this and figure out what's going on.
Yes. That's why you're the president.
Is there a way to close all open files?
There are so many authors on the paper. It would take forever to adding everyone when we publish it on a paper. Sending invite to each and everyone.
File.close. It looks like if there was a file handle, I could check if it was closed. Let me do this. So what I can do is I can say, let's go to 225 or something. For this one has a segmentation. Copy. Actually, let's go to one that doesn't have one. To reproduce the error. Okay. Image path equals that. We want to say we want to create a new segmentation path, which has that, which is with seg into it. We're asking,
What was
does
it?
segmentation exist? It does not exist. Create the segmentation. Oh, it doesn't exist. Okay, good. I'm gonna read it in. I'm gonna say segmentation is equal to the mask.apply, applying the unet. We're getting an image from the array next. I'm just trying to walk through to figure out if there's a file handle that's causing this, causing like the files to remain open.
Are you using the like U limit parameter, or have you heard of that?
Yeah, I mean, I it's at 256. That's like a maximum thing.
56. Okay.
And I'm unsure of whether I want to change it on my machine because I don't know what'll happen. I actually changed it to like 300,000 and my computer was getting really slow, so I thought something was like breaking. So I want to be very careful, and it returns with too many files open. So does this count as a file then? No, that's not a file. Does the pixel array, is that a file? No, you can't do. Nope. Nope, not disown. Oh, disown. What does disown mean? Is there a function?
Can't you just write like can't you just put like dot closed after every
What?
file?
It's not a file. The problem is I don't know what the file handle is. Like I doubt that this is
Oh, okay.
it doesn't, it's a, I don't know where. I don't know what controls the file handling of this. And it seems like it's in the mask apply. Is mask is mask a static class that records all the files that's been used? I mean, that's a possibility. That's that you chose. I would be interested in knowing just what exactly. Is there a way to clear? So I'm gonna go to lung mask. This is the type of stuff you got to do when you're developing software from other people. There's only 2 issues, so let's see what happens. Nope. Oh, there's closed issues. Never mind. Sorry.
Oh, mask dot apply. There we go.
Well, that could be a variety of reasons. See, it's an out of bounds error.
Ethan, at the end, our model would be classifying what exactly?
Recurrence, I think.
Yeah.
It would be
Honestly, I might just email the guy. Does he have an email? We could even use images from here. Yeah, I'm gonna email him. Or is he gonna want me to create a bug report? He's gonna want me to create a an issue, won't he?
Probably. I mean, the last time he updated was like 20, almost 20 days ago. So he's probably like active. Nah, maybe not. Looking at his contributions, it's kind of dull.
Yeah.
He'll probably answer. He'll probably get the notification.
Yeah, I'm gonna email him. I'll just ask him if he ever seen this before. Yeah, I'll let you know what happens because that's a really annoying bug.
In our introduction, what do we, not introduction, in our related works part, what do we put for radiogenomics? Is it just other radiogenomics papers or is it
Yeah,
specifically
papers,
ML papers?
different studies and papers showing how they applied radiogenomics in whatever application. And I think it also says machine learning in that little comment thing. I don't know.
I might create an issue.
What does it say? It says, yeah, what has already been done? What has already been done in radiogenomics? Yeah, basically that's it.
Yeah. I need to come up with a reproducible example for him, which is a sucky part of this. But I have an idea. See, we always talk about reproducibility because it's kind of important, right? Especially when you want to debug something. So what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to take one DICOM image that hasn't been segmented. So I'm going to assume that the last one hasn't been segmented. Doesn't going to get that far. Oh. Okay. Got an email. Alex, are you a freshman or sophomore?
I'm a freshman.
Okay. Sorry, just random question.
Yeah, me and Satvik, and I feel like we have a lot of freshmen on this team, but
That's what we get here.
yeah. I mean, I'm kind of just doing this to see if I want to pursue doing research, like be a research assistant, things like that.
And are we doing a good job at giving you
I mean, yeah, you're definitely doing the best you can. I mean, based on like the size of our team, I think we're doing what we can, you know. The thing I'm confused about I just don't see with papers in general, not ours. It's just like, how does a paper, it's like, obviously there are papers that have huge impact, like Einstein's general relativity paper, you know, those types of things. But like, how does like the average paper like bring impact? Because like,
it depends on, I was gonna say it depends on the,
yeah, I'll be, yeah, give me your thoughts.
I think it depends on the problem they're trying to solve. Like that type of impact. That's my opinion on it.
Yeah, it usually helps when you have journals, because high impact journals typically yield. It's more if you publish in a journal with high impact, then you're likely to have more citations. But it depends on the problem you're trying to solve. So the best thing you could do is identify a need in a field.
I mean, it doesn't need to be like a very big problem that you're solving. Maybe something that we have done and one person comes up and says like, oh, it needs a tiny little bit of tweak and we could do a better work at this, and he could just do that and make a paper out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
or
because
like,
he is getting a,
yeah, or like the problem that you want to solve is just like way too broad. At least like solving like at least like a part of it can make a big impact for whoever else wants
Yeah.
to work on that area.
it's a whole game.
These are CT images, right?
Yeah.
A part of part. This is what I'm gonna use, just a for loop. I mean, I could be trolling him. I will wait for a long time. But
You have any other questions, Alex, about research stuff?
yeah.
Oh, about research.
Yeah.
I mean, like part of me like is interested in research. Part of me is interested in industry. And I know there is such thing as industry research, but as for research, just you know, so you would say like amount of citations is like your amount of impact you have.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's like your H index and all those things.
Sure.
But isn't there like isn't there like a problem where like because you want to have the more citations and more H indexes, like kind of like a publish or perish like type of thing?
Oh, because you only focus on publishing.
I think I don't know if that's a big problem, but I heard from it somewhere that some places that's a problem. But I can't really speak for it. Because like people publish for the sake of publishing, but I haven't really seen that personally, but I was just wondering if any of you have.
Yeah, it happened. It happened with
Yeah.
the advisor that Alicia and I were previously with. I don't know if Alicia can if you can get who I'm referring to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like some people, for them, it's like research means publishing. And for some people, research means getting results. So there are two people in fields. Oftentimes, the first kind of people would be more famous.
And so they do it because they want to do research. Is that what you're saying?
No, they want it so that they could get like the huge numbers on their profiles. And
I mean, more numbers means more funding, right? Like you get to, right? You don't get to do like more things though.
I mean, yes, maybe. It depends. It totally depends.
That depends. Then that would depend on your definition of success and all that.
It's like if
type
you
of
have shit
thing.
papers, if you have like shit 20 papers, that won't help you if you have like good 2 papers
Yeah.
that way.
Really, are you also like doing research and like Ethan does?
Mhm. Yeah, we're in the same lab at the Children's Hospital, but I'm doing a different project than him.
Oh, it's like right down the street from us.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Alicia, did you hear back from Dr. Osborne?
Oh, she emailed me today.
You
actually.
reply to her. Reply to her because she is leaning on you, and then
No, I
she'll
did.
come
I
back
did
to me.
reply. I'm talking with her on Friday. She didn't get back to me because she was like reading grants or something. I don't know, deadlines and stuff.
Yeah.
For what project?
It's some computational
So
neuroscience project.
Yeah.
It's with like a simulation package called Neuron, which models a neuron, a neuron basically.
Nice.
It
Yeah.
basically, what was it called? Huxley?
Yeah,
Um,
Hodgkin Huxley.
Hodgkin Huxley. It's like there's a point which needs to be optimized to reach there in the neuron. So they want to just find that. It's I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, cool.
And
So,
it's
like-
so much mathematics.
I'm assuming like you, Ethan and Alicia, like you're focused more on the research side of like medicine, like medical data, things like that. Does that mean like
Well,
for-
I've been, okay, sorry, finish your thought.
does that mean for like future projects, are we only going to focus on like medical stuff for this
I hope
thing?
so. I
'Cause
hope so.
I would prefer we kind of branch out. Like
We don't
but,
have
you know.
to. I don't want that. I don't want you. This is the first time I heard that question from someone else, but we don't have to do medical stuff, even though it's preferred out of like 3 of us. But if there's
Medical stuff is fun.
you just have if you just bring it up. If you have an idea or like an area, we would be more than happy to explore it if you want. Yeah, you can go. It's your turn.
Well, I've been recently moved to like a project manager position at my company. So I typically look at things at a higher level, and as of that, I'm kind of always thinking about different projects we can do, and likely that'll be in the terms of medical. But we've done projects that are been non-medical, like all term last year.
Stock market.
Yeah,
Not
the GameStop thing.
that one, but the fall term we focused on we applied binary search to finding optimal neural network size.
Really?
Yeah.
A pretty cool paper. It's an optimization problem. It's funny because we basically assumed a distribution, then we applied an algorithm to that distribution. That was kind of the whole thing, but it worked. And
That one was presented at a conference too.
yep. Yeah. So yeah. We can, if you have ideas, just, hey, Alex, if you want to be the idea guy next term, be my guest. I've been doing this for over a year, so it gets kind of exhausting after a while.
Yeah.
To just come
Do
up
you
with,
have anything like in chemistry or something?
are you asking me?
Yeah,
I have no
you're a
idea.
biomed. Okay.
I haven't,
Chemistry?
I'm not really interested in chemistry.
Like protein folding or something.
I mean, protein folding has kind of been solved already. It's not a problem anymore. Google figured
No,
that.
we could look into something.
You want to
I'm not sure.
What is there to solve now?
It's solved now. It's not fun anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because
We'll
wasn't that like AlphaFold like paper recently?
AlphaFold.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they have like a bunch of paper coming up even after that. So
Cool. I'm going to submit this bug request or this issue.
And if he like doesn't reply, then can you just like work on like a subset of the data then, just in the meantime?
The single agent that I segmented.
Or just like half of or quarter of the data segmented? Is it really computationally expensive to segment it?
It takes about 12 seconds each.
How many images do we have?
130 times about 250.
130 times 2. Wow. So 30.
That's too big. That's a big number.
Divided by, it's 108 hours. 4.5 days.
So 4.5 days of just pure just that.
Segmenting.
I mean, can we like rent another laptop or something? Like
Does
that?
anybody have a GPU?
I have one at home, but it's a desktop, but I wouldn't be able to use it until I go home for Thanksgiving.
But you don't have all the data either.
Yeah.
yeah,
I might ask Osamu to do this. All right. Cool. I'll talk with him and I'll see if he's dead.
Ugh. I'm dead.
Cool. All right,
Hi, Dad. Nice to meet you.
I'm done. I'll see you guys next week, or no, the week after that.
Cool.
Okay.
We'll be in contact on Slack.
Yes, we will.
Pretty frequently, but yeah.
Are we still sticking on to December 10?
Yep.
Yes.
That means I'm gonna get a message from Ethan on December 11th. Can we please wrap up the paper? Can you please fill in the gaps?
Yeah.
Anyways,
Cool. All right. I'll see you guys.
See ya.
okay, see ya.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye-bye. Oh, one thing. Ethan, would you be free to talk to Dr. Deco
About what?
about the project and stuff
I mean,
next week?
what do you think
Sometime.
there is to gain from talking with him? Because I think we
Being
have,
talked-
I think we have this pretty much fleshed out for all of us.
I mean, he could help in writing the paper. That's the fun stuff.
Do you want to take care of it?
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
Right.
I'll see you guys.
Yep.
Okay,
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.